Hi students, I welcome you all to Jahangir tutorials, and also on this day when you have cleared your CSEET, I would like to congratulate you for clearing your CSEET and coming one step closer to becoming a company secretary. It is an amazing feeling because I am also a company secretary and I know that coming close to clearing is a very big feeling. Now you have to understand one thing, that who is a company secretary is very important, because at the early stages when I was in the first level, I really didn't know what this course was, what I was getting into. After clearing, what will be my opportunities and all things around it. So in this session I will be clearing those. So first, a company secretary is a legal and compliance head of companies. So today, if you see any listed company, whether it be Tata's, Mahindra's, Asian Paints, Godrej, any listed company which is listed on the stock exchange, they have to mandatorily, compulsorily keep a person who is a company secretary as their compliance head or officer. So company secretary are compliance officer. So what do you mean by compliance? They will ensure that all the legal formalities of the company, its operations has been completed. So what kind of legal formalities could come during if you're working? So first thing, let's see. So I'm telling you what all scope is there, as when you do CS, what all can come. First of all, if it is a listed company, it will have a lot of communications with the shareholders. The company secretary will do it. Second, company secretary is the only professional who is permitted to attend and sit in board meetings. So imagine sitting in the board meeting of a listed company. The conversations are of a different level altogether. The amount of funds that they have, the amount of investments that they make is very big, and very big operations. Mostly these will be not only domestic operations but even international operations, and that is what the company secretary will help to execute, implement. For example, a company can say that we want to set up an overseas branch office. So as a company secretary, you will figure out what are the laws abroad and ensure that it is done. Similarly, they will also be engaged in mergers, amalgamations, takeovers. So when company is taking over another company, tax planning. Okay, when the company is trying to raise more funds, fundraising is a very important aspect. So all these things will be there. Okay, whichever the board of directors have decided that this is what we have to do, company secretary will come and ensure that it is complied. Okay, protecting the intellectual property rights like the trademark, copyrights, all of this. So the scope is extremely vast after you become a company secretary, and you can literally choose that where you want to become. For example, if I always from childhood, okay, this is just saying, for example, I want to become an actor. Okay, I wanted to be among the film industry. I like a little bit of action drama. I like a little more things which are very beautiful, which is very beautiful, have really nice ambience. Now as a company secretary, I can literally choose my sector. I can go and get a company secretary. I can become a company secretary for media company. So there are so many company secretaries who want to become, who do for media companies. So they are mostly doing work with celebrities, their documentation, etc. If I am a person who is really inclined in anything, actually music, I can join a company like T series, etc., any of them. So I choose my sector and then I become a company secretary of that sector. So what do you have to do? You have to ensure that the company complies with the law. Next, now to become a company secretary, there are three stages. First, you have successfully cleared, but let me tell you, it is one of the easiest level, and the passing ratio is also very high. Why am I telling you this? Because most of the time, the biggest mistake that CSEET students do is that they take the second level lightly. The second level, if you clear, the third level will actually be cleared because the base is set in the executive level. So you need to be serious. You need to understand that the portion is vast. You need to start immediately from today. Okay, do not delay, do not. This is a profession that you're going to build. So start the second level. If you clear, you can ask anyone. Then the third level is just the extension of the second level. If your second level is weak, obviously you'll not clear, but the third level also you'll not be able to clear that well. So make your base strong and from day one. Okay. So now coming to executive level, sir, what all is there in the executive level? So in your executive level, you have a total of 7 subjects. Okay, 7 subjects divided into 2 groups. So group 1 has 4 papers and group 2 has 3 papers. Okay. Now, is there any MCQ? Answer is no. There is no MCQ at all. Everything is descriptive and you have to write answers. In the first group, you have jurisprudence, company law, setting up of business, and fourth is corporate and financial management. The fourth subject which is there, corporate accounting and financial management, is a practical subject where sums will be asked. In your group 2, you have 3 papers only, which is your capital markets, economic and commercial laws, and tax laws. From this, the third paper, that is the 7th paper, is taxation, where you will see a lot of sums as well. So in each group they have kept a practical paper. So if a student wants, they can choose to give one group, any one group, whether group 1 or group 2. If they have very less time, they can go for group 2 since it has 3 papers. But if they have good enough time, they can start with group 1. Okay, and if you are confident and you're taking classes and you have good enough time, you can choose to give both the groups as well. Okay, now this whether which group you can give depends on when you cleared your CSEET paper. So I will tell you for your attempt as well. Okay, now keep a note of this, that in your second level, in your executive level, to go to give the exam form, four compliances need to be done. Mandatory 4 compliances is to be done. If you miss out any of these steps, you will not be allowed to give the CS executive level. So what is the first one? And all the steps are given in chronological order. Means first you do point 1, then you do step 2, then step 3, and then step 4. Okay. So the very first step is to register for CS executive. Now since you all have given your exam in July, you have to fill up the form for CS executive level by the end of the month. So in whichever month you have completed your CSEET, for example, you've done it in July, so the 31st July will be the last date. The fees for executive, now pay attention to this, most of the students get confused in this. Okay, the first level. The fees is 18,400. There is a journal which is optional. You don't have to opt for it. Don't go for it. When you go to fill the form, it will come 18,900. When you go to fill the from CSEET, you will go to register for CS executive. There the fees will come 18,900. From that you have to remove one 500 rupees journal. Don't need to get it. So your effective fees will be 18,400. You pay for it and you have registered for CS executive. I will be taking you all through how to do the registration also. But just some points, remember that this registration is valid for 5 years. Okay. So every time you don't have to keep giving. Within 5 years you have to clear your CS completely. Okay. Next. Also remember that this 18,400 that you're paying, this fees which you're paying for executive level, it is the level fees. Means you have to pay to come into CS executive level. It is not whether you're giving group 1 or you're giving group 2 or you're giving which group. It is not a deciding factor. That is not for what this fees is. This fees is that now I'm coming in CS executive. In 5 years I will clear it. Which group to give, whether group 1 or group 2 or both groups, is taken at the 4th stage. at the exam form stage. Can you see this exam form stage? Here you will do it. So now you have to register. That is your first thing that you have to do. And it doesn't matter whether you're giving group 1, group 2, not giving now. That's okay. Within 5 years you have to clear. Second, after you've registered for CS Executive, let me take you through how to register also. So it's very, very simple. You go to ICSI website, icsi.edu site. In that you will see this online services. In that it will come registration for CSEET past students. So if you have cleared your CSEET and you want to enroll into the CS Executive program, you will choose this option, registration for CSEET past students in CS program, and then you follow the steps that is there and then pay the fees. Clear till here? The next two things you have to remember, another two important things, is you need to give a TDOP. Okay, 3 days orientation program has to be given and pre-test has to be given. If you don't give any of this, you will not be allowed to fill the exam form. So 3DOP, okay, is a 3 days orientation program. You have to go to ICSI centers physically. They're not online available. You go there, 3 days, they will train you. There will be multiple speakers and you will get a lot of knowledge about the CS as a profession. So this you will do it later on. And how do you do it? I have a separate video on it. You have to go to the ICSI chapter, tell them when is the next date available, put up your name, and then you will come to know that in this month, this date it is there, and 3 days you have to attend, get a certificate and done. Okay, this will come later on where I'll tell you all in a separate video, or you can YouTube it as well. Second is a pre-test. For every single paper you have to give a pre-test. This pre-test is to be given once in a lifetime. For example, you give the pre-test now for each paper. Then again, in case if the result has come negative, one has not cleared, again they don't have to give a pre-test. So you have to give a pre-test for each paper. How to give the pre-test also I have a separate video. You don't have to get into that. Right now you just have to understand what all I need to do. You need to register for executive. Then later you can do your TDOP and pre-test. All these two has to be completed before you fill your exam form. And in the end, ICSI 2 months before the exam approximately will announce that the exam form dates have opened up and you can fill your exam form. So while filling the exam form, they will tell you that did you do the TDOP and pre-test? If not, you have to immediately go and do it. So these are the 4 compliances. Then you fill the exam form, go to the exam and you clear your examination. That's it. Okay. Now we explained it. Now just about the classes. Okay. At our classes, we are dedicated to company secretary coaching and for over 10 years now. You can join our free WhatsApp group. It is given. Please join it. We take a lot of revision sessions. We take a lot of Zoom sessions, guidance sessions. Now we will also be starting with some live sessions where I will be taking Zoom live lectures. Okay. Answering your doubts. Fatima ma'am will be taking where we will do a lot of guidance. So just who are the faculties? Any classes you join, you'd want to know who's going to teach you, how are the notes to given, what is the teaching methodology, and what about the test series. So let's see. I am Professor Zubair Jahangir. I have taught at the ICSI at professional level, at executive level. I have 10 years of experience. I teach the laws and the GST at our classes. The GST, I have also written a book which is available on Amazon as well. Samina ma'am, she takes the direct tax. She is a partner of an international law firm. She has done multiple corporate restructuring for the biggest companies of India. And you can YouTube it or Google it as well. You will come to know the practical work exposure that she has, which nobody has, or you could say very, very few people will have this kind of exposure. Okay. All the faculties here are company secretaries. Third, we have Fatima ma'am. She's also a company secretary. I should say she's not only a company secretary, but she's an all India rank holder. She is going to teach you the corporate accounting and financial management, the practical subject, in which she had only got an exemption, means she was among the toppers. Remember that she has done her LLB, her MCom as well. So for a student who has a weak base in practical subjects, Fatima ma'am is the person who teaches right from the basics for, and all everything is available in a beautiful manner. Okay, so these are the three faculties. I take the laws, Samina ma'am takes the direct tax, and Fatima ma'am takes the CAFM subject. Okay, the study materials are all made from the ICSI study material because nothing comes outside of it. So if we cover the ICSI study material, your full exam paper will be from there, and we prepare our notes from there only. Okay, and closer to exam we hold a test series that also we will update in the lectures. Okay, now what is the fee structure? Now remember one thing, that the fees we have immediately on enrollment, all your lectures will be unlocked, all the chapters will be unlocked, all the notes will be unlocked. There will be few live sessions which we are planning to take, which every attempt we take in the form of marathons, in the form of revision lectures, some guidance notes, etc. Okay, so some few live sessions will also be conducted, but remember this, immediately on enrollment all the lectures will be available and you can start your study journey right from now. Okay, for, and the fees we have kept very minimal so that students from all over India can study and fees doesn't become a very big hurdle for them. And this is the top quality edited lectures that is there. So for group 1 it is 13,000, for group 2 it is 12,000, and for both the groups it is 23,000. Okay, and you can see all the faculties who are there, they are achieved successful positions and have been successful in their exams as well. Okay, and do not try to save fees, go for discounted. No, you should go for the best quality coaching. Look at the YouTube lectures, look at the demo lectures. We'll have demo lectures in our Zoom live sessions also. You choose what suits you. Okay, where I feel okay, I can learn from this person, I find this person knowledgeable, and I feel confident that they will make me clear. Okay, now you can note down a contact number also, where you can, in case you want to enroll, okay, you can contact or have any further queries, you can take a screenshot and speak to the numbers. Join our free WhatsApp group to experience the teaching, experience the doubt solving, or experience the guidance that we provide in our live sessions as well. So we've got all India rank, whether it be rank 1, rank 2, rank 6, rank 8, and many rankers. And remember one thing, that we have dedicated ourselves that we will take lectures in English, because English is something which is spoken, is a spoken language in NCLT also, National Company Law Tribunal. If you have international clients also, you speak in English. And it is just somewhere where even my English was not powerful, but by listening or by speaking or by reading, I have improved my language, and you can also do it. Okay, so our lectures will be 100% in English. Whenever we take live, it is in English. So students from all over India, including the South India students, can attend and watch and learn. Okay, so we have multiple rankers, like Saranya was from Kerala. She got a all India 6th rank. She has said that I enjoyed every single minute of the lectures. Hari Aran is from Chennai. He got a all India 2nd rank. He has said that the I love sir's video and to the point lectures. Okay, then we have Eliza, who has got a AIR 10 from Mumbai. Okay, she said his notes was very helpful. He gave real time examples and many more. So do join our WhatsApp group, and I will see you in the live sessions. You can see our YouTube sessions as well, just to experience how the teaching is, and you will see a massive difference in the teaching quality, in the delivery style. If that matches you, do enroll with us. You can enroll directly from our app or through our website as well. Okay, so now I will open it up for the questions and answering every single doubt of yours. Thank you.